Denham, DeSaulnier, Ducheney, Dutton, Flores, Hancock, Harmon, Hollingsworth, Huff, Kehoe, Leno, Liu, Lowenthal, Negrete McLeod, Oropesa, Padilla, Pavley, Price, Romero, Runner, Smidian, Steinberg, Strickland, Walters, Wiggins, Wolk, Wright, Weiland, Yee. Mr. President, we are lacking quorum.
Will members of the Senate please come to the Senate floor? The Senate will convene in 30 seconds. Would the members and guests beyond the rail and in the gallery please rise? We'll be led in prayer this morning by our chaplain, Rabbi Mona Alfie, after which please remain standing, and we'll be led in the Pledge of Allegiance today by Senator Leno.
Good morning.
Good morning.
The celebrated Southern writer Lillian Smith wrote about the necessary values of life. She wrote that the unpardonable sin for every human being is to have more knowledge than understanding, more power than love, to know more about the earth than the people who live in it, and to invent quick means of travel to faraway places when one cannot grope one's way within one's own heart. For freedom, she says, is a dreadful thing unless it goes hand in hand with responsibility. Freedom is both a fragile thing and the source of our strength. True freedom brings with it the obligation to act responsibly and to do what is in our power to preserve freedom, not only for ourselves, but for all humanity. May our understanding of freedom be infused with love and compassion, a sensitivity to others, and an awareness of self. And may the source of life inspire us to always act with responsibility and thoughtfulness. May this be God's will. Amen.
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Melissa. Have a good day. Members, we're on privileges of the floor. Senator Romero, you're recognized at your desk.
Mr. President and members, Senator Wolk, we want to acknowledge and wish a very happy birthday to Senator Wolk, who celebrated a birthday just yesterday. Happy birthday.
Members, any other privileges of the floor? Messages from the Assembly will be deemed read. Reports of committees will be deemed read, and amendments adopted. Under motions and resolutions, members, without objection, the following resolutions will be withdrawn from committee and placed on today's special consent calendar. SJR 29, and pursuant to Senate Rule 2910, the following bills will be referred to the Rules Committee. Item 4, AB 15. Members, introductions and first readings of bills. Bills will be deemed read. We're moving on to the second reading file. Will the Secretary please read?
Senate Bill 1269 with amendments, 1445 with amendments, 1475 with amendments, and Assembly Bill 15 with amendments.
We are now on gubernatorial appointments. We will come back to gubernatorial appointments. Let's move on to unfinished business. File item 10. Senator Wolk. File item 10. Pass on file. File item 11. Senator Alquist. Pass on file. File item 12. Senator Cedillo. SCR 103. Senator Cedillo is not at his desk. We're going to move on to Senate third reading file. Beginning members with file item 19. Senator Corbett. Not at her desk. File item 20, Senator Corbett. Not at her desk. File item 21, Senator Leno. Pass on file. File item 22, Senator Leno. Pass on file. File item 23, Senator Leno. Pass on file. File item 24, Senator Price. Not at his desk. File item 25, Senator Leno. Pass on file. File item 26, Senator Yee. Not at his desk. File item 27, Senator Liu. Not at her desk. File item 28, Senator Calderon. Not at his desk. File item 29, Senator Leno. Pass on file. File item 30, Senator Wolk. File item 30, pass on file. File item 31, Senator Cogdill. Pass on file. File item 32, Senator Cedillo. Not at his desk. File item 33, Senator Cedillo. Not at his desk. File item 34, Senator Desaulniers. Not at his desk. File item 35, Senator Padilla. Not at his desk. File item 36, Senator Correa. Senator Correa. Pass on file. File item 37, Senator Price. Pass on file. File item 38, Senator Opeza. Pass on file. File item 39, Senator Wolk. Pass on file. File item 40. Pass on file. File item 41, Senator Ducheney. Not at her desk. File item 42, Senator Steinberg. Pass on file. File item 43, Senator Corbett. Pass on file. File item 44, Senator Kehoe. Pass on file. File item 45, pass on file. File item 46, Senator Wolk. Pass on file. File item 47, Senator Wolk. Pass on file. File item 48, Senator Hancock, not at her desk. File item 49, Senator Price. Pass on file. File item 50, Senator Corbett. Pass on file. File item 51, Senator Kehoe. Pass on file. File item 52, Senator Corbett. Pass on file. File item 53, Senator Leno. Pass on file. File item 54, Senator Cox, not at his desk. File item 55, Senator Wolk. Pass on file. File item 56, Senator Wright, not at his desk. File item 57, Senator Negrete-McLeod. Pass on file. Senator Lowenthal, you're recognized at your desk.
I'm ready to take up.
Senator Lowenthal is ready to take file item 58, SB 1328. Will the Secretary please read?
Senate Bill 1328 by Senator Lowenthal, enacting to air pollution.
Senator Lowenthal.
I feel awfully lonely, Mr. President, back here. SB 1328, members, was on consent, and I removed it to make a minor change, an amendment of one word, technical amendment. SB 1328 requires the California Air Resources Board, CARB, when developing regulations to reduce motor vehicle cabin temperatures, to consider in their regulations, since they are already required to do it. One, the potential reductions in air conditioning use when the vehicle is moving as well as when it's parked. Two, potential conflicts between certain requirements and the relative benefits of certain technologies. And three, the flexibility that's necessary to achieve the overall maximum greenhouse gas emissions reductions for motor vehicles. Members, this bill has never received any no votes. There is no opposition to this bill. I urge an aye vote.
Members, any debate or discussion on this bill? Seeing none, will the Secretary please call the roll?
Onnested? Aye. Alquist? Aye. Ashburn? Aye. Calderon? Cedillo? Cogdill? Aye. Corbett? Correa? Cox? Denham? Tisanier? Ducheney? Dutton? Aye. Flores? Aye. Hancock? Harmon? Aye. Hollingsworth? Aye. Huff? Aye. Kehoe? Aye. Leno? Aye. Liu? Aye. Lowenthal?
Aye.
Aye. Negrete-McLeod? Aye. Oropesa? Padilla? Pavley? Aye. Price? Aye. Romero? Aye. Runner? Aye. Semidian? Steinberg? Aye. Strickland? Aye. Walters? Wiggins? Wolk? Aye. Wright? Wyland? Yee? Yee, aye.
Aye. Will the Secretary
Correa.
please call the absent members?
Calderon? Cedillo? Corbett? Correa? Aye. Cox? Denham? Aye. Tisanier? Aye. Ducheney? Aye. Hancock? Oropesa? Padilla? Smidian? Walters? Aye. Wiggins? Wright? Wyland? Mr. President, ayes 20.
Ayes 27, noes 0. The measure is passed. Moving on to file item 59, Senator Desaulniers, not at his desk. Pass on file. File item 60, Senator Peza, not at her desk. File item 61, Senator Pavley. Will the Secretary please read SJR 31?
Senate Joint Resolution 31 by Senator Pavley, relative to persons with disabilities.
Senator Pavley.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. President. Members, the Health Chairwoman, Elaine Alquist, is a joint author with me on this resolution. This bill is a product of the work of the Senate Select Committee on Autism and Related Disorders. What it does is urges the U.S. Congress and the President to pass H.R. 1205 and its companion measure in the United States Senate 493, collectively known as the Achieving a Better Life Experience, or ABLE Act. The measure is co-sponsored by the Association of Regional Center Agencies and the Alliance of California Autism Organizations. If passed by Congress, the ABLE Act would create a disability savings account very similar to a 529 college tuition account that many children benefit from. Not all kids, as you know, go to college, and particularly those that are developmentally disabled. So this account would establish tax-deferred monies for individuals with disabilities and their family as a way to save for future needs that would accrue interest tax-free. In many cases, parents of developmentally disabled children will not outlive their children, so setting aside these monies is critically important to these families. I ask for your aye vote.
Thank you, Senator Pavley. Any debate or discussion? Member Senator Anstad.
Mr. President, members, I stand in support of this bill, but I also want to tell you that I stand in support of the idea of a health savings account, which this bill is identical to in many ways, which has been for now 4 years in a row, not even given the time of day, basically, in the committees that it's been in. 46 other states offer health savings accounts plans for their citizens, but California continues to be not in compliance or in compatibility with federal health savings account regulations. Now we go ahead and pass this bill. Let me just say one thing about the health savings accounts, and that is in Indiana, when they instituted it 5 years ago, public safety unions and other public unions were against it. Today, 70% of the members of those unions in Indiana participate in the health savings account plan offered by their retirement system because it brings savings not only to the employees, but there's been a $12 million savings to the state itself. California needs to reconsider its position on health savings accounts, and this is a first step or an indication that finally maybe you're on the right track. I request an aye vote.
Thank you, Senator Anstad. Members, any more debate or discussion? Senator Pavley may close.
Yes, thank you very much. Members, Dr. Anstad brought up his concerns in a semi-related but not directly related issue on health savings account. This resolution had unanimous support in the Health Committee. I ask for your aye vote.
Will the Secretary please call the roll on the resolution?
Onnested? Aye. Alquist? Aye. Ashburn? Aye. Calderon? Cedillo? Cogdill? Aye. Corbett? Correa? Cox? Denham? Aye. Dusanier? Aye. Ducheney? Dutton? Aye. Flores? Aye. Hancock? Aye. Harmon? Aye. Hollingsworth? Aye. Huff? Aye. Kehoe? Aye. Leno? Aye. Liu? Aye. Lowenthal? Aye. Negrete McLeod? Aye. Oropesa? Padilla? Aye. Pavley? Aye. Price? Aye. Romero? Aye. Runner? Aye. Semidian? Steinberg? Aye. Strickland? Aye. Walters? Aye. Wiggins? Wolk? Aye. Wright? Wyland? Yee? Yee, aye. Correa, aye.
Please call the absent members.
Calderon? Cedillo? Corbett? Cox? Ducheney? Aye. Oropesa? Semidian? Wiggins? Wright? Wyland?
Ayes 29, noes 0. The resolution is adopted. Moving on to file item 62, Senator Price. Pass on file. File item 63, Senator Pavley. Pass on file. File item 64, Senator Liu. Pass on file. File item 65, Senator Wright, not at his desk. File item 66, Senator Wolk. Pass on file. File item 67, Senator Wright, not at his desk. File item 68, Senator Price. Pass on file. File item 69, Senator Cox, not at his desk. File item 70, Senator Hancock. Pass on file. File item 71, Senator Wiggins. Pass on file. File item 72, Senator Cedillo, not at his desk. File item 73, Senator Wiggins, not at her desk. File item 74, pass on file. File item 75, Senator Cedillo, not at his desk. File item 76, Senator Wolk. Pass on file. File item 77, Senator Renner, not at his desk. File item 78, Senator Desaulniers. Pass on file. File item 79. Senator Leno, will the Secretary please read?
Senate Bill 1317 by Senator Leno, enacting to truancy.
Senator Leno.
Thank you, Mr. President. So SB 1317 comes out of an informational hearing that was held in the Senate Public Safety Committee on the issue of truancy and chronic absenteeism and its impact on public safety. We learned, not surprisingly, that elementary school children who miss school regularly are more likely to fail, and those who fail are more likely to drop out of high school, making them 7 times more likely to find their way into our criminal justice system. In fact, 3/4 of our state inmate population are high school dropouts. Amazingly, in San Francisco, 94% of homicide victims under the age of 25 are high school dropouts. So what this bill does is provides prosecutors and local jurisdictions with additional tools to help combat the issue of chronic truancy in their communities. The bill has received strong bipartisan support, and I would ask for your aye vote.
Members, any debate or discussion? Seeing and hearing none, would the Secretary please call the roll?
Onnested? Alquist? Aye. Ashburn? Aye. Calderon? Cedillo? Cogdill? Aye. Corbett? Correa? Cox? Denham? Aye. Desaulnier? Aye. Ducheney? Dutton? Flores? Aye. Hancock? Aye. Harmon? Aye. Hollingsworth? No. Huff? Aye. Kehoe? Aye. Leno? Aye. Liu? Aye. Lowenthal? Aye. Negrete McLeod? No. Oropesa? Padilla? Aye. Pavley? Aye. Price? Aye. Romero? Aye. Runner? No. Semidian? Steinberg? Aye. Strickland? Walters? No. Wiggins? Wolk? Aye. Wright?
Please call the
Wyland?
I'm sorry.
Yee? Yee, aye.
Please call the absent members.
Onnested? No. Calderon? Cedillo? Corbett? Correa? Cox? Ducheney? Dutton? Aye. Oropesa? Semidian? Strickland? Wiggins? Wright? Wyland? Cogdill, aye to no. Ducheney, no. Strickland, no. Denham, aye to no.
Senator Leno moves a call. Members, returning back to file item 77, Senator Runner, will the Secretary please read file item 77?
Senate Bill 1204 by Senator Runner, enacting to sex offenders.
Senator Runner.
Thank you, Mr. President. This bill requires all registered sex offenders to provide all their email, online addresses, and instant messaging usernames to local law enforcement agencies no later than December 31st, 2011. It makes a common sense bill. We ask them for their physical addresses. We ought to ask them for electronic addresses. SB 1204 is co-authored by Assemblymember Liu and Senator Harmon. It's a common sense bill. It has been adopted. Similar bills in New York and Illinois. I'd ask for your aye vote.
Okay. Members, any debate or discussion on this item? Seeing and hearing none, will the Secretary please call the roll?
Onnested? Aye. Alquist? Aye. Ashburn? Aye. Calderon? Cedillo? Cogdill? Aye. Corbett? Correa? Cox? Denham? Aye. Desaulnier? Aye. Ducheney? Dutton? Aye. Flores? Aye. Hancock? Aye. Harmon? Aye. Hollingsworth? Aye. Huff? Aye. Kehoe? Aye. Leno? Aye. Liu? Lowenthal? Aye. Negrete McLeod? Oropesa? Padilla? Pavley? Aye. Price? Aye. Romero? Aye. Runner? Aye. Semidian? Steinberg? Aye. Strickland? Aye. Walters? Aye. Wiggins? Wolk? Aye. Wright? Wyland? Yee. Correa, aye.
Ayes 24, noes 0. The measure is passed. Members, moving back to file item 80, Senator Kehoe. Pass on file. File item 81, pass on file. File item 82, Senator Runner. Will the Secretary please read?
Senate Bill 1452 by Senator Runner, enacting to parole.
Senator Runner.
Thank you, Mr. President. As you know, there's been much discussion in the last couple of years about reforming our state prison system. On July 25th, CDCR began the process of releasing thousands of inmates into parole without CDCR supervision or support. These parolees will not be subject to parole revocation for the commission of a new crime or for the violation of the traditional terms of parole. Implementation of the new non-revocable parole has raised great concerns in many of our communities. SB 1452 would authorize local law enforcement agencies that have entered into an MOU with CDCR and has the primary jurisdiction over the location where the parolee is subject to non-parole revocation to require the parolee to wear a GPS or other electronic monitoring device for the duration of the parole. SB 1452 provides that this discretionary use of electronic monitoring shall be funded by participating local law enforcement agencies and that they shall reimburse CDCR for any costs related to the MOU. The bill does not place any new mandates on local governments or new requirements on CDCR. CDCR does not have to agree to enter into the MOU with local government. This bill is supported by PORAC, LA County Sheriff, ALADS, and the police chiefs. I'd ask for your aye vote.
Members, any debate or discussion on this item? Seeing and hearing none, will the Secretary please call the roll?
Onnested. Aye. Alquist. Aye. Ashburn. Aye. Calderon. Cedillo. Cogdill. Aye. Corbett. Correa. Cox. Denham. Aye. DeSaulnier. Aye. Ducheney. Aye. Dutton. Aye. Flores. Aye. Hancock. Aye. Harmon. Aye. Hollingsworth. Huff. Aye. Kehoe. Aye. Leno. Aye. Liu. Lowenthal. Aye. Negrete McLeod. Oropesa. Padilla. Aye. Pavley. Aye. Price. Aye. Romero. Aye. Runner. Aye. Semidian. Steinberg. Aye. Strickland. Aye. Walters. Aye. Wiggins. Wolk. Aye. Wright. Wyland. Yee. Yee, aye. Hollingsworth, aye. Correa, aye.
Ayes 27, noes 0. The measure is passed. Moving on to file item 83, Senator DeSaulnier. Pass on file. File item 84, Senator Yee. Pass on file. File item 85, Senator Wright, not at his desk. File item 86, Senator Yee. Pass on file. File item 87, Senator Wright, not at his desk. File item 88, Senator Harmon. Pass on file. File item 89, Senator Price. Pass on file. File item 90, Senator Negrete McLeod. Pass on file. File item 91, Senator Elquist. Pass on file. File item 92, Senator Calderon. Not at his desk. File item 93, Senator Padilla. Would the Secretary please read?
Senate Concurrent Resolution 109 by Senator Padilla relative to California Golf Week.
Senator Padilla.
Thank you very much, Mr. President, members. SCR 109 would designate June 14th through June 20th as California Golf Week. The prestigious U.S. Open will be held this year in California at the legendary Pebble Beach Golf Course. As many of you know, the sport of golf contributes tremendously to California. For example, programs like Junior Golf and the First Tee program reach young people from all walks of life and provides mentorship, scholarships, and life skills training. Economically, of course, golf is not to be ignored. The economic benefits, for example, of the 2008 U.S. Open hosted at Torrey Pines brought $142 million of economic activity to the region. Please join me and the California Alliance for Golf in celebrating California Golf Week this June. I ask for your aye vote.
Any debate or discussion, members, on this? Seeing and hearing none, would the Secretary please call the roll?
Onnested. Aye. Alquist. Aye. Ashburn. Calderon. Cedillo. Cogdill. Aye. Corbett. Correa. Cox. Denham. I. DeSaulnier. I. Duchesne. I. Dutton. I. Flores. I. Hancock. I. Harmon. I. Hollingsworth. Huff. I. Kehoe. I. Leno. I. Liu. I. Lowenthal. I. Negrete McLeod. I. Oropesa. Padilla. I. Pavley. I. Price. I. Romero. I. Runner. I. Semidian. Steinberg. I. Strickland. I. Walters. I. Wiggins. Wolk. I. Wright. Wyland. Yee. Yee, aye. Correa, aye. Hollingsworth, aye.
Ayes 28, no 0. The resolution is adopted. File item 94, Senator DeSaulnier. Pass on file. File item 95, Senator yes, Senator.
I can take up.
I'm sorry, I did not see your mic up. I apologize.
Senator Padilla is an imposing presence on the floor.
No, I just couldn't see. Senator Padilla's height was in the way. File item 94, would the Secretary please read?
Senate Resolution 43 by Senator DeSaulnier relative to Food Allergy Awareness Week.
Actually, I think it was Senator Ashburn, but SR 43 designates the week of May 9th through the 15th of this year as Food Allergy Awareness Week to help educate schools, restaurants, and the citizens of California as to the serious and potentially life-threatening nature of food allergies. SR 43 will raise awareness about the prevalence of food allergies, that 12 million Americans have food allergies, and that research has shown that this food allergies are actually increasing amongst young people. As a former restaurateur, I know that if the restaurants and the food purveyors, along with the customers, are educated, we can avoid a lot of the consequences inherent in food allergies. This was brought to me by a constituent, and they are here today. I want to thank Sohaila Banya and the Banya Yazdi family and her son, Elborz, who suffers from food allergies, for bringing this forward, and I would ask for your aye vote.
Thank you, Senator. Members, we're going to take a voice vote on this. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed? By voice vote, the measure is passed. Thank you, Senator DeSaulnier. Motion is adopted. File item 95, Senator Yee. Nodded. Pass on file. Members, Senator Wolk.
Announcement, Mr. President.
Senator Wolk for an announcement.
Mr. President, members, please help me welcome Ms. Brownell's class, the civics class from Dixon High School, who are visiting the Capitol today, and they're in the gallery.
Welcome.
Yes, welcome.
They're right above Senator Wolk. Thank you for joining the Senate. Senator Duchesne.
Am I there? Thank you very much. Mr. President, members, I want to take the opportunity. Many of you may have noticed we had Mexico Advocacy Day yesterday. We had a lot of folks here from the governments of Baja California as well as from Mexico City and held a hearing on important border issues, infrastructure, and emergency services. And with us this morning on the floor is our colleague from the legislature of the state of Baja California, Edna Mireya Perez Corona, who was here, joined us in the hearings, and is here this morning on the floor. She is the chair of Baja Legislature's Tourism Committee. Welcomes you all to the Valle Guadalupe to test their wine. And
welcome to California State Senate. Thank you for joining us. Yes, and recognize at Senator Steinberg's desk.
Thank you very much. The first thing that I want to say is that I feel very welcome in the capital of my neighbor, California. Thank you very much for being so humble and so nice to receiving Mexican delegates. I very, very much appreciate the effort that most of you do to find the way to solve problems either way of the frontier, because we are the same region. And you are very, very welcome, and I hope that very soon I can treat you as well in Baja California. Thank you very much, and a special thanks to all of you, but especially to a very good friend and my partner in this mission to create solutions, Denise Moreno Duchesne. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Members, any more announcements? Let's move on to gubernatorial appointments. Members, moving on to gubernatorial appointments. Item 6, Senator Steinberg, you're recognized at your desk.
Thank you very much. Mr. President, file item 6, we want to take up the nomination of Ana J. Manasantos as the Director of Finance. Ms. Manasantos, of course, was heard in the Rules Committee on April 7th, approved on a 5-0 vote. I think on both sides of the aisle, we all have great respect for Ana Manasantos. God knows why she would want the job, but there couldn't be a better person at this time in California's history to engage in the difficult decisions and debates that we have in front of us. We urge an aye vote for Ana Manasantos.
Senator Cogdell.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Members, I feel compelled to stand and speak in favor of this nomination, having worked as closely as I did over the last few years with Ana. She is truly a treasure, and we're very fortunate to have her and to have her in that position. And as the Pro Tem said, I don't think there's anyone in this state more qualified to hold this position. So I would urge your support.
Thank you, Senator Cogdell. Members, any more debate or discussion on this? If not, will the Secretary please call the roll?
Onnested? Aye. Alquist? Aye. Ashburn? Aye. Calderon? Cedillo? Cogdell? Aye. Corbett? Correa? Aye. Cox? Denham? Aye. DeSaulnier? Aye. Ducheney? Aye. Dutton? Aye. Flores? Aye. Hancock? Aye. Harmon? Aye. Hollingsworth? Aye. Huff? Aye. Kehoe? Leno? Aye. Liu? Aye. Lowenthal? Aye. Negrete McLeod? Aye. Oropesa? Padilla? Aye. Pavley? Aye. Price? Aye. Romero? Aye. Runner? Aye. Semidian? Steinberg? Aye. Strickland? Aye. Walters? Aye. Wiggins? Wolk? Aye. Wright? Wyland? Yee? Yee, aye. Cedillo, aye. Kehoe, aye.
Ayes 30, noes 0. The appointment is approved. Senator Steinberg.
Thank you, Mr. President. Item 7, this is the nomination of Stacy Aldrich as the State Librarian, also approved 5-0. No opposition, wide experience, urge an aye vote.
Members, any debate or discussion? Seeing, hearing none, will the Secretary please call the roll?
Onnested? Aye. Alquist? Aye. Ashburn? Aye. Calderon? Cedillo? Aye. Cogdell? Aye. Corbett? Correa? Aye. Cox? Denham? Aye. DeSaulnier? Aye. Ducheney? Dutton? Aye. Flores? Aye. Hancock? Aye. Harmon? Aye. Hollingsworth? Aye. Huff? Aye. Kehoe? Aye. Leno? Aye. Liu? Aye. Lowenthal? Aye. Negrete McLeod? Aye. Oropesa? Padilla? Aye. Pavley? Aye. Price? Aye. Romero? Runner? Romero, aye. Runner? Aye. Semidian? Steinberg? Aye. Strickland? Aye. Walters? Aye. Wiggins? Wolk? Aye. Wright? Wyland? Yee? Yee, aye.
Ayes 29, noes 0. The appointment is approved. Senator Steinberg.
Thank you. File item 8. This is the nominations of Rocky Burks, Michael Dean, Richard Lures, Mark Martinez, Mitchell Pomerantz, and Betty Wilson as members of the California Commission on Disability Access. We've expedited these nominations because this commission is the result of the work product of the legislature led by Senator Corbett in 2008 to deal with compliance with laws providing equal public access to places of business for people with disability, but also to help businesses, small businesses, avoid gotcha kind of lawsuit and ensure that they're in compliance with the ADA. So we want to get this commission off and running, and that's why we're bringing it forward. Urge and I vote.
Members, any debate or discussion on this item? Seeing and hearing none, would the Secretary please call the roll?
Onnested? Aye. Alquist? Aye. Ashburn? Aye. Calderon? Cedillo? Aye. Cogdill? Aye. Corbett? Correa? Cox? Denham? Aye. Dusanier? Aye. Ducheney? Dutton? Aye. Flores? Aye. Hancock? Aye. Harmon? Aye. Hollingsworth? Aye. Huff? Aye. Kehoe? Aye. Leno? Aye. Liu? Aye. Lowenthal? Aye. Negrete McLeod? Aye. Oropesa? Padilla? Aye. Pavley? Aye. Price? Aye. Romero? Aye. Runner? Aye. Smidian? Steinberg? Aye. Strickland? Aye. Walters? Aye. Wiggins? Wolk? Aye. Wright? Wyland? Yee? Yee, aye. Correa, aye.
Ayes 29, no 0. The appointment is approved. Senator Steinberg for the file item 8.
One more, file item 9. This is the nomination of Robert Alvarado as a member of the California Transportation Commission. This is a reappointment. Mr. Alvarado was approved in Rules Committee by a 4-0 vote. No opposition. Urge and I vote.
Members, any debate or discussion on this item? Seeing and hearing none, would the Secretary please call the roll?
Onnested? Aye. Alquist? Aye. Ashburn? Aye. Calderon? Cedillo? Aye. Cogdill? Aye. Corbett? Correa? Aye. Cox? Denham? Aye. Dusanier? Aye. Ducheney? Aye. Dutton? Aye. Flores? Hancock? Aye. Harmon? Aye. Hollingsworth? Huff? Kehoe? Aye. Leno? Aye. Liu? Aye. Lowenthal? Aye. Negrete McLeod? Aye. Oropesa? Padilla? Pavley? Aye. Price? Aye. Romero? Aye. Runner? Aye. Smidian? Steinberg? Aye. Strickland? Aye. Walters? Aye. Wiggins? Wolk? Aye. Wright? Wyland? Yee? Yee, aye. Padilla, aye.
Ayes 27, no 0. The gubernatorial appointment is approved. Senator Lowenthal for an announcement.
For purposes of introduction,
yes, Senator Lowenthal.
Members, please join me in welcoming in the back of the chamber my wife, Debbie, and her aunt, traveling all the way out from New York, Tammy Waldhauser.
Welcome to the California Senate. Senator Steinberg.
Thank you, Mr. President. You all know I think that I'm a big believer in career education. And today, we want to honor and present resolutions to 3 high school seniors who have participated in maybe the best of career education opportunities, working for the Secretary of the Senate and the Senate itself. It's my pleasure to present the following resolutions to Clarissa Gutierrez, Julia Flores, and Marcus Jones. These 3 seniors, come on up, you guys. Can't be shy.
Hello.
These, look at this. A standing ovation from the staff here. I love it. These 3 seniors are part of the first graduating class of 2010 from Cristo Rey High School in Sacramento. I would encourage all of you to visit this campus because it really shows how to do career education in the right way. They have been interning with the Secretary of the Senate since October of 2008. 5 days a month, these young adults behind me have seamlessly integrated with the staff of the Secretary. They have worked side by side and have been instrumental in the day-to-day operations of the Senate. We don't say it enough. Usually it's the last day of the session where we say we couldn't do our jobs without all of you, and we mean that. And we now add to that, we couldn't do our jobs without your community service here today. Their internship is ending, but we hope that these three young people will choose a life that includes, one way or another, public service. And I hope you've had a great experience, and thank you for your service.
Senator Steinberg, if we could get the folks to come up here as well with our desk and take a group picture, it would be wonderful.
Go on down there, Bert. I'll keep an eye on it for you.
Senator Steinberg.
Thank you, Mr. President. We are waiting to lift the call on one measure. As soon as that is done, we will adjourn for the day, and I know that budget subcommittees are already going, and I think we can now probably lift that call, but that's up to Senator Leno. Where's Mark?
Member says we're waiting for Senator Leno to lift the call. Senator, would you like to lift the call? Let's take up the consent calendar, members. File item 123 through 130. Will the Secretary please read?
Senate Bill 877, 1038, 1285, 1070, 1374, AB 1374, Assembly Bill 139, and Senate Resolution 21.
Members, without objection, the roll call will be applied to the entire consent calendar. Please call the roll on the very first bill.
Okay. Onnested? Aye. Alquist? Aye. Ashburn? Aye. Calderon? Cedillo? Aye. Cogdill? Aye. Corbett? Correa? Aye. Cox? Denham? Aye. DeSaulnier? Aye. Ducheney? Aye. Dutton? Aye. Flores? Aye. Hancock? Harmon? Aye. Hollingsworth? Aye. Huff? Aye. Kehoe? Aye. Leno? Aye. Liu? Aye. Lowenthal? Aye. Negrete McLeod? Aye. Oropesa? Padilla? Aye. Pavley? Aye. Price? Aye. Romero? Aye. Runner? Aye. Semidian? Aye. Steinberg? Aye. Strickland? Aye. Walters? Aye. Wiggins? Wolk? Aye. Wright? Weiland? Yee? Yee, aye. Hancock, aye.
Ayes 31, noes 0. The consent calendar in its entirety is approved. Members, there are a few bills we want to return to very quickly. Senator Cedillo has 3 measures, but we would like to lift the call on Senator Leno's bill, if we could. Item 79. Will the Secretary please call the roll?
Calderon, Cedillo, aye. Corbett, Correa, Cox, Oropesa, Smidian, aye. Wiggins, Wright, Wyland.
Ayes 21, noes 9. The measure is passed. Senator Cedillo, you recognize at your desk.
Yes, if I may, I've got 3 bills that will be dispensed with in about 3 minutes.
Okay,
Senator Cedillo. If I may, though, for privileges of the floor, 1 brief second.
Yes, for privileges of the floor, and then we'll go to Senator Cedillo's 3 items.
Yes, privileges of the floor. I have a great privilege and honor to introduce someone who is with us in the back of the chambers. Dr. David Ayon is a senior advisor and coordinator with the U.S.-Mexico Migration Initiative. He's a Woodrow Wilson Fellow and working with the State Department, strengthening our ties with Mexico, ensuring that we can look forward to times of both national security and economic stability and a mutual relationship with Mexico that serves both our national interests. David Ayon, please stand.
Welcome to the California State Senate. Senator Cedillo, we have your file items as you begin this process.
Yes, these bills, I don't think received any no votes. Let me begin with item 33.
Secretary, please read file item 33.
Senate Bill 1036 by Senator Cedillo, an act relating to taxation.
Senator Cedillo.
Yes, SB 1036 raises revenue without raising taxes. It builds upon a successful program that we implemented about 10 years ago and allows local cities and the Franchise Tax Board to share information. We are now utilizing the private sector, and this constructs a perfect public-private partnership to bring more revenue to the state without raising taxes. I ask for an aye vote.
Members, any debate or discussion on this item? Seeing and hearing none, will the Secretary please call the roll?
Onnested? No. Alquist? Aye. Ashburn? Aye. Calderon? Cedillo?
Aye.
Aye. Cogdill? No. Corbett? Correa? Cox? Denham? No. DeSaulnier? Aye. Ducheney? Dutton? Flores? Aye. Hancock? Aye. Harmon? Hollingsworth? No. Huff? Kehoe? Aye. Leno? Aye. Liu? Aye. Lowenthal? Aye. Negrete McLeod? Oropesa? Padilla? Aye. Pavley? Aye. Price? Aye. Romero? Aye. Runner? No. Smidian? Aye. Steinberg? Aye. Strickland? Aye. Walters? No. Wiggins? Wolk? Aye. Wright? Wyland? Yee? Yee, aye.
Will the Secretary please call the roll?
Calderon? Corbett? Correa? No. Cox? Ducheney? Aye. Dutton? No. Harmon? No. Huff? No. Negrete McLeod? Aye. Oropesa? Wiggins? Wright? Wyland? Strickland, aye to no.
Senator Cedillo moves a call. Senator Cedillo, next item.
Yeah, well, I'm going to give you back that registration card. SB 1138 will provide
Senator Cedillo, we need the file item.
I'm sorry. Item 72.
File item 72. Will the Secretary please read?
Senate Bill 1138 by Senator Cedillo, an act relating to slaughtered animals.
Senator Cedillo.
Rendering SB 1138 will provide the necessary oversight and enforcement needed in the rendering industry to preserve the health and safety of Californians by creating The Rendering Advisory Board with the Department of Food and Agriculture will not have any cost to the state, help us create green jobs, and protect our food safety and environment. I ask for an aye vote.
Members, any debate or discussion on this item? Seeing and hearing none, would the Secretary please call the roll?
Onnested? Alquist? Aye. Ashburn? Aye. Calderon? Cedillo?
Cedillo, aye.
Aye. Cogdill? Aye. Corbett? Correa? Cox? Denham? DeSaulnier? Aye. Ducheney? Dutton? Aye. Flores? Aye. Hancock? Aye. Harmon? Aye. Hollingsworth? Aye. Huff? Kehoe? Aye. Leno? Aye. Liu? Aye. Lowenthal? Aye. Negrete McLeod? Aye. Oropesa? Padilla? Aye. Pavley? Aye. Price? Aye. Romero? Aye. Runner? Smidian? Aye. Steinberg? Aye. Strickland? Aye. Walters? Wiggins? Wolk? Aye. Wright? Wyland? Yee? Yee, aye. Onnested, aye. Correa, aye. Huff, aye. Runner, aye.
Ayes 28, no 0. The measure is passed. Senator Cedillo, your last item. File item. File item 75. Will the Secretary please read?
Senate Bill 1168 by Senator Cedillo, enacting to grand juries.
Senator Cedillo.
SB 1168 would provide the Los Angeles City Attorney with an investigative tool that would expedite cases, cut investigative costs, and better protect Los Angeles and the state of California. Our City Attorney's Office is the third largest legal office in the state, and this bill would allow the City Attorney to impanel a grand jury to investigate misdemeanor offenses. I ask for an aye vote.
Members, any debate or discussion on this item? Seeing and hearing none, would the Secretary please call the roll?
Onnested? Alquist? Aye. Ashburn? Aye. Calderon? Cedillo? Aye. Cogdill? Aye. Corbett? Correa? Cox? Denham? No. DeSaulnier? Aye. Ducheney? No. Dutton? No. Flores? Aye. Hancock? Aye. Harmon? No. Hollingsworth? No. Huff? No. Kehoe? Leno? Aye. Liu? Aye. Lowenthal? Aye. Negrete McLeod? No. Oropesa? Padilla? Pavley? Aye. Price? Aye. Romero? Aye. Runner? No. Smidian? Aye. Steinberg? Aye. Strickland? No. Walters? No. Wiggins? Wolk? Aye. Wright? Wyland? Yee? Yee, aye.
Please call the absent members.
Huff, no to aye. Onnested? No. Calderon? Corbett? Correa? No. Cox? Kehoe? Oropesa? Padilla? Wiggins? Wright? Wyland?
Senator Cedillo moves a call. Members, is there any other items that come before the Senate? Let's lift the call on file item 33.
Calderon? Corbett? Cox? Oropesa? Wiggins? Wright? Wyland?
Please call the absent members.
Calderon? Corbett? Cox? Oropesa? Wiggins? Wright? Wyland?
31.
Senator Cedillo, would you like us to announce the vote?
Reconsideration, please.
Ayes 20, Noes 11. Measure fails. Senator Cedillo. Without objection, reconsideration is granted. Ayes 31, noes 0. Senator Cedillo, we'd like to lift the call on file item 75. Will the Secretary please call the absent members?
Calderon, Corbett, Cox, Kehoe, Oropesa, Padilla, Wiggins, Wright, Wyland.
Ayes 18, noes 11. The measure fails. Senator Cedillo requests reconsideration. Without objection, ayes 31, noes 0. Reconsideration is granted. Senator Steinberg, we have concluded Senate business. Senator Hollingsworth.
There'll be a very brief Republican caucus upon adjournment.
A Republican caucus upon adjournment. Senator Steinberg, the desk is clear. Oh, Senator DeSaulnier.
Just an announcement. Sub 4 will meet in 112 at 10:15.
Thank you, Senator DeSaulnier. Members, any other announcements? Senator Leno. Senator Leno at his desk.
Thank you. The Budget Subcommittee 3 on Health and Human Services will convene at 10:30 in room 4203.
Thank you, Senator Leno. Senator Ducheney.
Not a bad idea.
That's Senator Kehoe's desk.
Okay. The Budget Subcommittee 5 will convene at 10:20 in whatever room it says in the file.
Okay. Senator Liu.
Thank you, Mr. President. As Budget Sub 1 will meet at 10:15 in room 3191.
Okay. Senator Simidian.
Thank you, Mr. President. Budget Subcommittee number 2, Resources, will meet at 10:30 in room 2040.
Okay. Members, any other announcements at this point?
Speak.
Senator Ducheney.
Let me amend to upon adjournment, 5 minutes after adjournment of Republican caucus for Sub 5.
Thank you. Senator Steinberg's desk is clear.
Thank you very much. Members, session will resume 1 o'clock on Monday. And obviously, subcommittees meeting today and may revise tomorrow. We'll see everybody Monday at 1 o'clock.
Okay. Members, the Senate will be in recess until 3:30, at which time the adjournment motion will be made. We will convene, as Senator Steinberg mentioned, Monday at 1 p.m. Senate is adjourned. Senate stands in recess. Sorry.